Hi and welcome back to our tutorials. Today's tutorial is going to be on how to transition your blush and your bronzer as you prepare for the fall season. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to apply a bronzer. It's actually a baked bronzer that has a little bit of color to it. You can see it has a little bit of a plum shade as well as some gold in there. And this particular bronzer is baked, which kind of helps to give a little bit more of a glow. So we're going to put this right on near the temples of Danielle's cheek, and I'm using an angled blush brush, and this is just going to help to kind of give us some contour to her cheek. Notice I'm not bringing it directly into the apples of the cheek quite yet. This is just going to help to highlight that cheek area. Good. It's a beautiful color. It's called Blackberry. And it just kind of gives you a nice glow to the sides of your cheek. So this way, when you're wanting to transition from just using regular bronzer from the summertime, you can use a shade that has a little bit more of a plum color to it so that you can very well transition into the fall. And so this is an easy way to just add a little bit of depth and dimension to the cheek without doing a whole lot of color. So that's the first application. Then what you want to do is you want to take the type of bronzer that you've probably been using all summer. This particular one is a mineralized skin finish by MAC. And instead of using our contour brush, we're going to use a dual fiber brush. And the purpose for this is because it's going to apply just the right amount of powder that we want, as opposed to using a heavy blush brush that goes on with a heavy hand. This dual fiber gives you just a little bit. So we're applying this now right above the apples of her cheek and just kind of pressing it in as if you were stamping the sides of your cheek. So you see this just kind of gives you a nice glow on top of the other bronzer that had more of a purple shade to it. And I'm going to go back to that bronzer again. And now we can add a little bit more, just to give a little bit more depth and color to it. A nice thing to do to know where to apply it is you can make a fish face, Danielle. And that gives you just a little bit of a guide to know exactly where to apply this bronzer. Okay. Right along the sides of the cheek. Alright, and that's pretty much it for a nice simple bronzer look. Instead of using the bronzers that you've used all summer, you can kind of transition and find something that has a little bit more color. And really, depending on your complexion, you want to go with something that looks well on your complexion. And this one in particular looks great on Danielle. So that's our tutorial for the day, and we will see you guys again soon.